This is Dalitalks, your diversity anti-bullying coach and creator of the Diversity and Anti-Bullying Academy. And welcome to the Dalitalks show. If you are a regular, then you probably know that I come on here and present a guest. And I'm very selective with who I bring on because I want to inspire you and share their amazing stories and try to motivate you to either help them with their cause or inspire you to create something beautiful just like they have done. So today's special guest is one of our very own here in the Inland Empire. His name is Justin Hudson, and let me introduce you to him. He's coming on the screen now. Hey there, Justin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to have you on here.
Thank you for having me. I apologize. I'm in the break room right now, but thank you for having me. Thank you.
You know what? That's what real hard workers do. You just make it happen wherever it is, at whatever time it has to happen, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, Justin, tell us a bit about your background and how you came to do what you do now.
I am a Riverside, California native. I grew up here. I went to Amelia Earhart Middle School here in Riverside, Martin Luther King High School. I then went off to college, Riverside Community College, San Bernardino Valley, Cal State LA. And then I just got my master's at Azusa Pacific this year. The business, the entrepreneur mindset started when I was probably in the third grade. I started selling candy. And from there, my love and the passion for business grew. And I remember 8th grade selling blow pops. And in high school, I was selling clothes and shoes. And then when I graduated from college, that's when I started the business.
Wow, that's awesome. So you started selling candy. Now, what were your parents? What were your parents thinking? What did they say to that?
I can vividly remember talking with my mom about allowance, and she would give me my dad, hey, well, if you want more money, well, you got to work for it. And so I said, okay. And so we went to Costco and we bought a bunch of candy. And I remember selling the Nerd Ropes and licorice ropes and Skittles and Starburst after school. And it was like a high for me. And respectfully, I say that, but it was just how fast I was making money. And I was just like, wow, this is kind of easy, you know. And it's like, I love candy. I know a lot of people, and you know, a lot of people bought candy. And so, but they taught me a fundamental principle, and it was about saving. And it was also about schoolwork. So I had to make sure my grades were right in order to get candy. So it was a win-win on both sides. So my grades were good, and I was able to start my candy business.
That's awesome. You know, I love that you said that it seems so easy, because I think that as we get older, we overcomplicate stuff, and that's why it becomes harder.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Kids are so fearless, and they're like, "Oh, I can do that," and they just go for it.
100%, 100%. And I always remember when I was about 18, I was fearless. The word no was non-existent. But then I remember, you know, getting a few no's as I got older, and like fear kicked in. But we got to go back to those younger days where the word no is non-existent.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love that. That's good. Oh, I hope people who are hearing this, and if you are letting that fear get into you, just keep that in mind. So tell me, what is the name of your current business?
So the current business is One Love IE, which is One Love Inland Empire, or One Love in Everything. And so it's about spreading peace, love, and unity from our community to the rest of the world.
I love that. And see, and I have your sticker on this side.
Oh,
you see that?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's show the hat. I love that. Yeah, I have the one with the pink logo on there, and then the military, the subdued one. I have what else? Because I kind of acquired Henry's, my husband's.
Yes, and Brother Henry has quite a few. So
he does. And the T-shirt. I love your clothing. So let's share with our viewers what else you sell in your store aside from those hats.
So we also have a full range of apparel, from socks, sweaters, shirts. We had shoes, beanies, the whole nine. So the whole family can come in and get outfitted.
Yeah, yeah. And your store is so nicely laid out. I love it. I especially love the backdrop. So y'all, if you go, it is located at the Tyler Mall, Tyler Galleria Mall. Is that what the proper name? Yeah.
Galleria Tyler.
Yes. And it's in Riverside, California, and you've got to check it out. He has the perfect backdrop for selfies.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. And we also have our Victoria Gardens location too.
Oh, really? Oh, that is right. You know what? And I go there all the time. I've got to go check that one out because usually
that one's cool. It's a cute little boutique style store.
That's a perfect location. The vibe and everything is so cool there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So share with us a little bit more about this store. So I get the clothing. So what else with the One Love IE? What type of projects have you done in the past, and how did they come about?
We've been involved with a few projects. We recently did a partnership with Juice It Up. That one was to end hunger in the Inland Empire. We just ended that partnership. We're hoping to do something else in the future with them. We've volunteered with the Riverside County Foster Care. I'm very adamant about that project because every year for Christmas, we go to their Christmas party and we spend time with the kids. We give back to the kids, whether it's shoes, clothes, the whole nine. But the most valuable thing that we give is our time. And so we're just there just to love on the kids and encourage them and let them know that there are people out in the community that are thinking about them and that want to see them succeed in life. Mm-hmm. A lot of times these kids, unfortunately, they come from some very unfortunate backgrounds and they're not often loved on or reminded that someone is thinking about them. So I make it a point for my team and I to go out there and just spend time with these kids and really be there for them. I know it's a short period of time, but when we're there, we don't even think about time. We just think about having a good time.
Mm-hmm. I bet you're making an impact because I know that a lot of kids sometimes feel like nobody really cares. And
all the time.
Yeah, and you showing up and taking the time to do that. And you don't have to, you didn't get paid for that. That's strictly volunteer work, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, strictly volunteer. But I grew up very fortunate. My parents always instilled in us the value of love and family and always giving back. And so I make it a point to always give back in some type of fashion, whether it's giving money whenever I can, volunteering, or just doing some type of project that really serves and embodies our community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. That's one of the things that really drew to me when my husband, y'all met him first, and he came home and he was like, oh my gosh, you got to meet this young man. He is so cool. He's like, he's doing some positive things and his logo, and he showed me the hat and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But then when I started learning more about it, like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So then I finally went and met you. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. I love that you really focus your business on giving back to the community. And I mean, I know a lot of businesses do that, but you can really feel it, just speaking to you and seeing everything that you're doing. So I thank you for doing that.
Oh, no, it's no need, but thank you.
So, so is there a certain defining moment that inspired you to do something in particular in your business?
I just think it comes from just my upbringing. Whether it was my grandmother, watching her serve in her community, whether she was helping the homeless or baking cakes for her coworkers or things like that. It's just, I come from a background of very loving people that serve the community, people that love God, and all that just made me who I am today. And I wholeheartedly care about other people. I want to see, people do well and, just the greater good. Again, I grew up very fortunate. I remember volunteering with a organization in Ontario called GAP, God Always Provides. And unfortunately, they closed down and we were there every Thursday. And it's just humbling to see families come out every Thursday to get food. And it's just like, you think you have a lot going on in your life, but there's families out here that don't have food in their refrigerator. And I'm worried about breaking my cell phone. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's so many other things that we could be worried about.
Yeah, absolutely. That really, I do this gratitude thing every day, 10 things I'm grateful for, because a lot of times we're doing this and that and we forget to, give our thank you to, for everything, like good quality air. There are people in other countries that have to wear masks just to walk outside, or I'm so thankful because I can walk, so I can choose to go running or walking for good health, or some people don't have that choice. So yeah, that's a really good reminder, and I think it's really really, I guess, impactful. It sounds like that you were raised in the community, like not just going to school and doing your thing, but you're through your grandparents and your grandma and your parents, they taught you the value of giving back, of service.
Oh, so, absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I think that alone is a blessing, because there are a lot of parents who want to, but they can't, or don't really see that it's that important. Yeah.
Right.
And it brings me back to something that Michelle Obama said every time she was asked if she would run for president. And she kept saying, I don't have to be the president to create change, or something like that. And it's so true. You don't have to be the leader at a big corporation or a big organization in order to create change. It just takes every individual to give a little bit of their part.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Everybody adds to the bigger picture.
Yeah. So what have been some of the biggest challenges that you have seen with you, offering your services? Or have you ever been shot down? You want to go and do some type of campaign or volunteer project? Have you been shot down, or has it been hard to convince some people?
Honestly, it's been pretty easy. The city has been very supportive. The community is very supportive. I know in the beginning it was a little hard for us because people didn't really understand what we were doing in the beginning. They were just like an IE brand. Why would I wear something that has a heart or an IE that's kind of soft? But then once the wheels started going and change was happening, people started to understand the vision, and people really started to support. And I mean, all the time people come in, and if they see me out and about, hey, how can I donate money to you? And I'm just like, oh, we're not a nonprofit, but I appreciate that. That's a very kind gesture. So we've definitely had a few road bumps in the beginning, but now everything has been pretty smooth for us. And I mean, now it's people reach out all the time. Hey, how can we collaborate? Hey, how can we serve our community? So I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah. And that's what happens, right? When you start spreading the love, people get all excited and they want to be part of that too.
That's it. Love conquers all.
Oh, yeah. So did you have any hesitation by any guys? Because this is something I was speaking to with a friend when I showed them your hat, and it was like, ooh, I don't know. Do guys wear that? Have you had any hesitation from
all the time? But now, in the beginning, again, it was very interesting. I would wear this hat all the time, but I would wear it with pride and confidence. And so eventually that started to spread and wear on other people. And they're like, okay, I can do that. I can see myself doing that. I mean, I have this tattooed on me now too. So.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about that, because I was going through your page and, I regularly do it, but I went a lot further back this time, and I saw people with that tattoo on their bodies, like in all sorts of, I mean, some are like all shaded in, some are huge, some are small. Like, wow, that is incredible. That is so impactful.
Yeah. I mean, again, this logo, this symbol represents a community of people that, we all have very similar backgrounds. And so it's deeper than clothing. It's a real movement. It's a message that we can all identify with. Together we are one. So no matter where you're from, together we are one. So I think once people understand that and adopt this type of lifestyle, it might lead you to get this tattooed on you.
Yeah. and yeah, and get all the merchandise. Because when I first saw it, I was like, I don't get it. I mean, I got the heart, but I
Right,
didn't see the I and the E. And I was like, what is that?
right.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
when you told me the story, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to wear that. I
so
want
I
like
mean,
every shirt you have in the store and all the socks. I'm like, do you have Christmas ones coming up yet?
yeah, it's I mean, from One Love and everything to One Love Inland Empire, anyone can identify with this.
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of like attracted me even more because I have the words "One Love" tattooed on my arm.
Oh
So
wow, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I have it like it's old
Oh, I
and
see it.
different font, but yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, huh, what do you know? That's still a thing that people believe in, and it has a very special meaning to me. So when I
Yeah.
saw that and then I heard your story, I was like, oh yeah, this is amazing. I love that. So do you have any special projects that you have coming up real soon and that you would like people to participate or to
Um,
come and support you?
sure. We have a project right now with the Riverside Police. That's a special project. There's a lot of tension going on right now between communities and police all over our nation, and so we created a hat that pretty much is trying to bridge the gap between our community and our police department. And so if
Mhm.
you do purchase the hat, 10% is actually going back to help at-risk youth. So that is something that's in the works. And then we also have a project that we're working on with Sandals Church. They're a prominent church here in our community. And this one is a buy one, give one. So if you purchase a hat, we'll be giving a hat to a child at a Little League baseball field.
Oh, I love that.
So we're
That's,
excited about that one as well.
that's wonderful. So I love that because, people will know that their money is going to something good. It's not just, like
Right.
the other stores, they just pocket it. Yeah. Which, I mean, nothing wrong with that either, but this is a lot more meaningful there.
Yes.
Especially when people have that mentality of like, oh, I wish I could give back. But then when you do
Mhm.
it through your purchase, it's a lot easier.
It's
Hmm.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm excited
Yeah.
for that.
That's awesome. So when will the sale start?
That is to be determined. We're still working on that, but definitely top of 2020.
Okay, awesome. And then the Sandals Church event.
Also, top of 2020 as well.
Okay, cool. And then you have the Riverside Police event. When is that?
Riverside Police Department, that should start top of 2020 also.
Okay, awesome.
Probably
Very
up to
good. Yeah, awesome. That's really good. So we'll be on the lookout for that. And I know that you are on Facebook, right? As
yes.
One Love IE.
Yes,
And
One Love IE. Yes.
and I have the your handle there going across the
Oh,
screen. And then on Instagram too, right?
yes, the number one LOVEIE.
Awesome. And do you have a website as well?
Oh, yes. OneLoveIE.com, the number one LOVEIE.com.
Easy peasy. I'm putting it in the comments just in case people want to check it out afterwards. All right, there we go. Okay, so do you have any last minute information you want to share or
Um,
any?
I just want to remind people, it's very simple. Never forget, no matter where you're from, together we are one. And, change comes from within as well. So if there's something in the community that you want to see, it could start with you. Like you were saying earlier with Miss Michelle Obama, we don't need 1,000 people to make change. It starts with you. You could be that one. Be that one that makes the change.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing about your story and your store and all the wonderful causes that you are um, working on here in the
Uh,
Inland Empire. I know that
thanks.
we definitely need it because sometimes the Inland Empire is kind of forgotten, although we're really, really huge. Yeah,
Yes.
most people focus on LA or San Diego, the big major cities.
Right.
But yeah, yeah. So they're like, oh, Inland Empire, but I'm like, no, there's a lot going on here. We
There's a
have a lot
lot.
of very talented people.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah, and there's a lot that we can be doing to help our people, include like children
Yes.
Yeah, closing that gap with police, that's a very, very, of course, we all know that's been going on for several years now.
Mhm.
And thank you so much for making time to share about your business and about your causes with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
you're
you.
welcome. And I'll be in the store soon, and the one in Rancho too.
Oh, yes. Anytime. Anytime.
All right. Well, everybody, again, this is Justin Hudson. He is the owner of One Love IE. You can find him at the Tyler Mall in Riverside, California, as well as the mall, the Victoria Gardens Mall. Beautiful mall. And just be on the lookout for his upcoming events. He's got the Riverside Police Department event coming up to help bridge that gap with community and police. And at the beginning of 2020, right, Sandals Church, and
Yes.
a sale that's going to benefit, your purchases will benefit kids in Little League, and that's really cool. Buy one, get one free. So I'll make sure to post that as, you go ahead and launch the official dates. And any last words you want to share? Anything at all?
No, just again, never forget, no matter where you're from, together we are one.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much. And we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. If you are an avid watcher, and I hope that you are, please check me out again next week. I'm going to have another special guest, Tiffany, who is going to share with us a little bit about how you can support children of military dependents. I will be posting the link again on my Facebook page, and you can also check me out on Instagram. Please make sure that you also subscribe to my newsletter so that you can get reminders and updates on my latest blog. And I really appreciate your support, always being here for me. And as always, I welcome all feedback, good and bad, because I'm always working on improving my content and, the quality of stuff that I provide you all with. So if you want to check me out if you want to subscribe, please go to Dalitalks.com. And the link is not just on my profile here, but I am making sure that it's here in the comments in case you want to find it easier. If you want to watch any of the replays for the Dalitalks show, you can always check them out on my website. Just go to the Dalitalks show tab. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.